So in today's Dokkan Battle video, I'm going to go ahead and try it out to the Agility Goten Rebirth, and in my previous video I got a lot of comments saying, why didn't you just wait for the Rebirth? And basically I just wanted to compare them, compare him before the Rebirth and after the Rebirth, just so we have a better understanding of how much he has improved. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a great day as always, and if you do enjoy today's video, consider leaving a like and subscribing if you are new. And for this particular run, or to try out this Goten, I did bring Super Saiyan Goten, and one of the reasons why is because he does have that Innocence link, as well as, I don't know if he has Budding Warrior, but I know for a fact that he does have Innocence. Does he have Budding Warrior? I'm pretty sure he doesn't. That's Super Saiyan. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started, and let's just go with this. And honestly, I think I'm going to go ahead and farm Bio Broly just to show him off, because he isn't good by any means, okay? He isn't going to be an optimal unit on most teams, but I definitely feel like he has an interesting mechanic that I could play around with, like a challenge video, something along those lines. So yeah, definitely going to try to, actually I'm not too sure when I'll do that. Maybe after tomorrow. I don't even know when this is going up. I think this is going up tomorrow, which should be the 14th of June. So we'll see. We shall see, but it's definitely coming. Now we have what we want, and it's a shame that Goten got the Rebirth link, but obviously he awakened with the medals from a story event, so that is why it's happened. He gets a 90% attack boost, and every time he super attacks, he gets stronger, so that's something to look forward to. And is that... okay, we're good. We are good here. So here we go. Is there much of a difference? Still super attack 1, so 200k. Okay. I think in comparison to last time, he was hitting for... I don't know what to say, actually. I expected a bit more, to be honest. But again, Super Attack 1, so at Super Attack 10, I think he would easily be hitting for around 500k. Maybe a bit less. Still good. But I feel like that was unfair in some ways, just because we did not have Super Saiyan Gohan to support him. So let's see how much of a difference that Gohan boost does make. And again, because he does not have his battle, he isn't missing out on any major attack links. If anything, I'm pretty sure that all of them are active apart from Budding Warrior. But for this particular team, you just won't find too many units with that link that are actually that good. Okay, so moving on to the final stage, which is where the boss obviously has a crazy high defensive stat, which means that he won't be hitting us hard, but it should be nice nonetheless. And you know what? We have to activate the Kamehameha link here. So Goten, unfortunately, isn't going to get too much of a boost, but we obviously want to go ahead and show off Goten here, and I say obviously a lot, so I'm going to try to avoid saying it for the rest of the video. I swear I'll go between different things. I'll go from, not gonna lie, obviously, I believe there was a different one, but I can't remember it. It just, I don't know, it just happens, but definitely going to try to avoid it. Okay, so Goten, 180k, didn't get too many orbs. Goten, here we go, how much? 280k. That boost from Gohan made a massive difference, and obviously it's just become such a habit that it just comes out now. So Kamehameha link made a massive difference as well. So unfortunately, for him to be at his best or near his best, he will need to be in a scenario like that. And it's not to say that he isn't at his best outside of that specific rotation, but realistically, you're going to be keeping him in a third slot just because he doesn't really provide, he doesn't provide enough for you to put him above other units like Vegito, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, Super Saiyan Blue Goku. Granted, it depends on what you have in your box, right, and what your team is currently looking like, but when it comes to a team like this, I wouldn't run him just because I would rather run that additional support unit that's going to give a boost every single turn. So, my units like Super Saiyan Goku, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, Super Vegito, like I said, comes down to what you have in your box. And he should definitely be dead this turn. So let's go with this, okay? can't get the super attack off of Gotenks, but we can do this. And to be honest, like, for the most part, there isn't too much of a difference. I mean, in terms of attack, what the hell happened that first turn then? Like, I'm so confused. Because I'm pretty certain that every single link was active, but his attack stat was like 180k. Or, no, it was around 200k, to be fair. But even so, it's like, okay, now it's around like 240k. So I'm a bit confused. Gonna try him out during this particular stage, hopefully. Now that I think about it, he's probably going to die here. Especially because we have a type advantage. Let's grab these. At least we have some orbs for... oh, no, that's probably not going to happen because we're going to take him out. Yeah, there's no way he's going to survive. I was about to say we have orbs for Gotenks, but he's definitely dead here. And so far, like, it's what you expect of a Rebirth, right? Start Super Attack 1, they didn't add too many attack links. So it's expected that he is hitting for this much, or his attack stat is around this much. Rip Goku Super Attack? No, we're good. So yeah, nothing too crazy. I still am convinced that he isn't optimal. Just, I don't know, it's hard to... I'm trying to think of the best way to just, like, put this point across. If you maybe got a boost as sizable as Trunks' where he obviously has 100%, and maybe if they increase his 12k super attack, almost 12k multiplier, pardon me, and Fierce Battle Link, and, you know, if he minor changes, he could have potentially been optimal, but I'm definitely convinced that he isn't optimal. It's not to say that he's a bad unit by any means. If you don't have too many good units, he is going to be a great replacement for, you know, for some of the optimal units. But if you have a team like this or something similar, I don't think that he is going to be a unit beneficial to you unless you have him at Super Attack 10. At Super Attack 10, I can definitely see him hit for around 500k consistently, especially when he has a type advantage. But for the most part, it's what you expect of a Rebirth like this. Maybe if you had like a crazy mechanic, I want to say crazy, but if you had something like the Kaioken mechanic, that would be like game changing because he would still be getting that 90% attack boost, and then on top of that, his attack would be increasing by 50% every single turn. Granted, I just remember now, the reason why his attack was so freaking high is because of his super attack mechanic. There we go. So his attack does raise for 3 turns, and every time you super attack, I would imagine that it maintains that. So yeah, that was one of the reasons why his attack stat was getting a bit higher. So, I mean, it doesn't make as much of a difference as I thought it was going to, and that's fair enough, right? You can't have like a crazy boost every single time you super attacks, but it's not like the Kaioken. I think it's different. I don't think it's like the Kaioken mechanic where every time you super attacked, it gets higher and higher. But that doesn't make any sense because when you use Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, it does get higher and higher. Interesting. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's the wording on his particular card. Every time you super attack, it gets higher and higher. But for Goten, it's a bit different. I know that the Kaioken mechanic gives you a 50% attack and defensive boost, and still has that, but it's a 25% boost instead. So I don't know. I'm not exactly too certain on how the boosts work. If you have a better understanding, definitely let me know. And that is a super attack. And unfortunately, I'm going to separate these guys, but he could be there this turn. To be honest, I think I've pretty much gone over everything. Like, the boost that he gets from his super attack isn't too sizable, but keep in mind that he is still currently at super attack 1. So in the future, if I ever get him to super attack 10, definitely going to go ahead and test him out. But to be fair, most units at super attack 10 are going to be way more useful. And that reminds me, Donnie, or D3 as most of you know him by, did a showcase with a super attack 10 Agility Super Saiyan Goten, I believe. So if you want to go ahead and check that out, I would definitely leave it in the comment section down below, just so you guys have a better understanding of how much of a difference Super Attack 1 and Super Attack 10 makes. And that's kind of what I'm going off in terms of like comparing him to Goten. Because at Super Attack 10, Super Saiyan Agility Super Saiyan Goten was hitting for around 550k or something along those lines. And the thing about Goten at the moment is that when you take into account the boost that he gets from his own super attack mechanic, I think that he is going to potentially hit harder. Am I going to die? No. I think he could potentially hit harder than Super Saiyan Gotenks. Obviously, Gotenks has the advantage, or has an advantage, because you can basically clear the entire board, or you know, get the entire board of orbs. So he has an advantage in that sense. But Goten does have a consistently high. I'm trying to think of the best way to word this. He gets a consistently high amount of damage from his own passive, of course. So I think he's fairly decent. Like I said before, he isn't optimal by any means. But do let me know in the comment section down below what you think about him. I think they could have made him a bit better. He kind of got, I want to say he got shafted, but they did give Trunks a 100% stat boost, whereas he only got 90. I feel like that could have made a bit of a difference, but who knows. Yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy the video as always, and if you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you all in the next one.